Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. This is your friend Nick और आज की वीडियो ना बहुत ही ज़्यादा अमेजिंग है बिकॉज ऐसी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपने कभी भी यूट्यूब के ऊपर नहीं देखी, इतनी डिटेल्ड में आपने कभी भी इतनी इन्फॉर्मेशन कहीं नहीं देखी बिकॉज आपको $1 मिलियन स्टोर का लाइव ब्रेकडाउन दिखाने वाला हूँ मैं। एक्चुअली मैं नहीं दिखाने वाला, जो मैंने इंटरव्यू किया है विद वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड रेजी। और आपको सब कुछ पता चलेगा, गूगल शॉपिंग की पावर आपको आज पता चलेगी। आपको ये पता चलेगा कि कैसे एक स्टोर को ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं। अब मैं ज़्यादा और नहीं टाइम वेस्ट करता, मैं स्ट्रेट अवे आपको इंटरव्यू में लेके चलता हूँ। इंटरव्यू बड़ा है बट इट इज़ फुल ऑफ गोल्डन नगेट्स एंड यू विल बी ब्लोन अवे with the type of the things which we discussed inside that interview. So अब मैं बहुत लंबी देर तक ये बात कर सकता हूँ, बट चलिए शुरू करते हैं वो इंटरव्यू। Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to the new video. And this time, as it's going to be in English, but I'm gonna upload this video on my Hindi channel as well as the English YouTube channel. And this time, I am doing an interview with one of my very old friend Regi. And he is. I'm just gonna make it very simple for you guys. He did more than $1 million from Google Ads. So that gonna hold you on for this whole interview. Damn, that's one of the best, opening line I can give it right now. Because see, guys, you have seen a lot of guys making money through Google Ads, through Facebook Ads, but I think you haven't seen anyone talking about with such a detail in this video, where Reggie is gonna share a lot of good stuff. So I'm gonna keep it very casual because we are very good friends. So I don't want to make it interview kind of an interview. I just want to make it a very casual one-on-one conversation. So if you guys gonna stick up for the entire video, you will get a lot of value. I can assure you that. We will tell you what products to sell right now through Google Ads. We will be telling you some inside information about Google Ads. We will be telling you something insane which you are not even aware about for Google Ads. So first of all, let's welcome Reggie and let's get a little bit of introduction from Reggie. So welcome, Reggie.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. For those that are watching, my real name is Reginald Jennings, but I go by Reggie. I've been in the e-commerce space since the late 2016, where I actually met Nick. At the same time, we were both chasing the e-commerce game, and we had linked up in one of the big e-commerce groups at the time. And we kind of followed each other. Eventually, we friended each other, and then we just stayed in contact. And over the years, I have had the pleasure of watching Nick transform, evolve into someone that was just trying to get into it to full blown ecom master with Facebook ads, and I was also trying to get into the same space during that period of time, and I had my ups and downs just like Nick has had his ups and downs, and it's been quite a journey. I've done 7 figures with Facebook ads, I've done 7 figures with Google ads, and now we're doing 7 figures with both Google and Facebook ads. Focusing primarily on Google ads because Google, a lot of people, when you talk about running ads on Google, everyone is scratching their heads, and I did the same thing. And back in late 2018, when Google started to roll out, or Facebook started to roll out some of the new changes, I was just tired. I was tired of losing, right? I was tired of seeing people like Nick talk about, Facebook ads, and I was like, I'm not getting those same results. So it forced me to go out and find something that was more consistent. And what we found was that, Google ads are a lot more consistent than Facebook ads. And we're going to be going over some of the things to consider when getting into Google and why you should get into Google, some of the options that are available to you on the Google side, and how you can also make money with your existing Facebook stores by also running traffic on Google. So that's basically it for our introduction. So Nick, do you want me to just dive in?
Yeah, I think I believe in doing the action more than anything else. So I think, because I always like to do the main thing, keep the main thing, and so introduction I've already said a lot of stuff about Regi. Regi has been one of the active members inside of a Facebook group, which is ecom tornado by Nick Arora. So, and if you are not following Regi on Instagram, I'm gonna give the Instagram handle on this video in the description below, so you can follow him, because he do a lot of Instagram stories, and he share a lot of nuggets, what's working right now, and what is selling right now. So if you are someone who is trying to do Google ads, then you should follow Regi on Instagram for sure, because he do more stories and he share more stuff than anyone else about the real the real dynamics of Google Shopping, not just the pseudo knowledge of Google Shopping, the real thing. Okay, why I'm selecting this product? Because even if you see his videos today, I'm sure he has shared a couple of products in his stories. So that is something which we should like. I cannot stress this enough. One of the best Instagram profile for Google Shopping is right now Regi. So get as much as you can, because otherwise, once he starts doing, he starts keeping everything to himself and only to his students, it will be tough. So so we're gonna take a lot of stuff from him. So he already shared about why Google, like he talked about Google is more consistent, and but still, like let's talk about the last month numbers, because everyone loves number in our industry. So how much you did last month from Google alone?
Yeah, so I mean, last month we probably did it around about $70,000 from just Google alone.
And that is
right. Our overall store.
That's a slow month.
That was a slow month. It was a slow month, and actually, what we're seeing on Google side is, though everybody loves numbers, what I love about Google is the intent buyers, right? So anytime I'm driving traffic on the Google side, we're getting 3 to 4 to 5x return on our investment every single day, right? Because once you dial in exactly who is searching for your products, and and we'll go over that, and position yourself in front of those people, as long as those people or that product is trending or that topic is trending, you will consistently get money. So for like the 70 grand that we generated last month, I only spent $25,000 to do that, right? And though that is a lot of money, when you think about it for a minute, you're like, wait, that's 3x consistency off of Google. I've had months where we've spent about 20, 30,000 and done just under $100,000, because the market of consistency and people that are looking for the goods that you're selling is higher intent on Google. And I think that's the one thing I had to learn when I had to had to wrap my mind around, like, hey, why are people buying a lot more on the Google than Facebook side? And what we're seeing is that if you have a well optimized website, you have a well optimized store, and products are relative to one another, people will spend all day and just buy, right? I had a $300 sale yesterday from Google, and it cost me $10, right? And it's because people are coming in, they're like, oh wow, you have everything that I've been looking for, and they will sit there and spend time on your store. Where on Facebook, they may just be focusing on that one product, and maybe they'll shop around. But Google, they're consistently buying, more than 2 items every time they land on our stores. And that's what's powerful about Google. And I think everybody has this mindset that Google is hard to learn. And, just like Facebook, everything has this learning curve.
Yeah.
But once you understand exactly why, it makes a lot of sense. And I know, like, Nick talks a lot about audiences and products and why he chooses certain products. It's the same thing on the Google side, but it's a lot more direct. When you go to Google, you're searching, or any search engine, you're searching for something. When you're on Facebook, your overall experience of Facebook, scrolling through stories and such, gets interrupted by an ad, and then you go, oh yeah, that would be cool, right? And though you can make a lot of money and there's a lot of viral traffic over there on Facebook, which is true. On Google, I'm telling you, every single day I'm looking for a face mask, and we're gonna go over that. So
so we will be doing some live searches, and gonna be breaking down everything for you guys in this video. So that's why that's the reason I'm saying we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna be keeping it more and more about action than just about theory. But yeah, that's something which even I'm doing, and I'm gonna tell you guys very frankly that my wife is currently getting all this knowledge from Regi, and like we got a lot of golden nuggets from Regi, and we did our own research as well. But at the same time, but Regi shared a lot of good stuff with us, and that's the reason now. My wife is somewhere around doing $300 someday, $500 someday just from Google, and the ad spend is less than $100. So
I love
you can
that.
just see like what's the ROI coming up, and the intent on Google is really high. Like people are going there to basically search a product, and on Facebook, because I talk more about Facebook, so I can tell you the Facebook is all about bringing your product to the customer, but on Google it's about the the search is already there, you just bringing your product to those searches. So there's a difference, and that's the reason, like if you understand the Google marketing part, the Google shopping part, I think even if Facebook is playing around or Facebook is not helping you out, I think you can still have a good 2x or 2.5x day, like months on Google, and that's the reason Regi has been so consistent from last 1 year on Google. Even the Facebook is doing all his games, but Regi is still on the line, and this is very very important. So you need to have a lot of different sales channel. Regi already got two now. We might be working on more into 2020. Like TikTok is there, Pinterest is there, YouTube is there. So we will be doing that as well. Soon you will hear from us talking about those platforms as well. But yes, you need to, as soon as you break one sales channel, you get into one sales channel, try to get into another one so that you have different pillars. And and Regi shares the same vision. I'm sure. Like Regi, what do you think about having more than different, traffic channels with you so that you have a good business?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that I was struggling with, and last month our store did just over $215,000 last month, right? And so again, a product that's trending and again, we'll go through our process of how to identify a product that's trending. Um, they do really well on Google, right? And so I have myself like, listen, what the store that we just built last February, would it have hit seven figures if we didn't go out and start looking for other channels, right?
Yeah.
I was tired of the inconsistent sales that we were getting from Facebook, but then Google Shopping opened up, and then that's one part of Google. Then you got Google Search Ads, which is another part of Google. Then you have Google Display Ads. That's another part of Google.
Yeah.
Then you have Google YouTube Ads. That's another part of Google. Then you have Google Email Ads. That's another part of Google. There's all these different parts of a platform that, like, I want to say 90% of the people that I know that are in the e-commerce space are avoiding. And I can tell you, like, it's just amazing to just see, like, once you understand, someone is looking for a product, you can actually source the product. There's a good margin, you list it, people buy it, right? People just don't understand that, right? And I think that's what's really big about Google. And as Nick is talking and getting stuff together, I wanted to open up a couple windows because I want to show you guys directly of why we do the things we do and how you today can actually start taking advantage. Even if you have a store that's making money right now, adding the Google component can easily, double your sales daily, right? Because now you, like just Nick just said, you have another source of traffic. I don't want to talk about it because right now this is all on Google, but we've been testing out Bing ads this month, and I'm seeing 4 and 5x on Bing ads already, right? From the same exact setup that we have on Google, right? And so
no one is talking about Bing.
No one's talking about Bing. And so just like Nick just said, like, listen, we're going to be talking about a lot of different sources of traffic where you can harness the power of the audience that's on those traffic sources and make money, right? I know people that are making money off of Pinterest. I haven't got over there yet, but it's on my list.
Even
right?
I tried that last year because I have seen stores bringing 90% of their traffic just from Pinterest. And Pinterest, if you guys are not aware about that, 60% of the audience on Pinterest is basically female audience,
That's right.
and they go there to basically save the products which they see online so that they can buy it later. That's the
Yeah.
intent of Pinterest. So you can imagine that's the buying audience. Actually, that's the buying audience, and they have a very good average cart value because they buy good quality stuff. The Pinterest is more about home decor. Pinterest is
Yeah.
more about the dresses. Pinterest is more about the jewelry because it's all women. So
Exactly.
and we haven't even gone totally into Pinterest so far. Like we tried it, but then like I think just because there are a lot of things to do, so we get overwhelmed with a lot of different stuff. But yeah, so now Reggie, what do you think? Shall we deep dive into a little bit of research, because I think that will take
Sure.
a couple of minutes and people would be interested in doing that as well.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know once you can see it. Let me make sure I do this correctly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you see my screen, Nick?
Yeah, right.
Let me just pull this up. Sorry. Okay. All
Perfect.
right. Want to leave me out? Okay. So you can see my screen, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to talk about a product that we saw last month, which was trending really high, and a lot of people were selling it last month on their Shopify stores, and that's the Galaxy Rose. As we know, the big thing about Google is to follow trends. I heard this for a long time: follow trends, follow trends, follow trends, and I didn't really understand what that meant until I started to work with Google.
Yeah.
So with Google, Google is powered by volume of people, right? Where Facebook, there's billions of people that are actively working on or visiting the platform. Same thing with Google, but Google works, at least on the marketing side, around volume, right? What people are actually actively searching on their actual platform. So last month I saw the Galaxy Rose, which was an actual item that I saw on Facebook, and it was obviously targeting the Valentine's Day niche for February. And I said, hey, you know what? I want to know how many people are actively searching this product. So what we did was we went over to Google Trends, right? And a lot of people don't use this tool, but this tool, I tell you, is like, first off, it's free.
Yeah.
And then the second off, it provides you with the necessary information to either get on a trend before it starts getting hot, or it tells you some of the other things that you need to be looking at around this niche. So what we did was we found a product. This was my mindset. I found a product that was on Facebook. I went over to Google Trends and I typed in Galaxy Rose. And as we saw, like throughout the months, a lot of traffic wasn't on Google. And this is in the millions, by the way, guys. Okay, wasn't a lot of people really actively looking for it. And then boom, as we got into the November Christmas time, it started to scale up, right? People are starting to buy this thing. Maybe they're going to propose for the Christmas season. Maybe they want to buy this item for the Christmas season. And then as we get into the Christmas month, it starts to go down, right? Mm-hmm. And then boom, around this time here, January, right? People are starting to get interested into it again, to the point where we had hundreds of thousands of people looking for this product. And so what we see down here below is Google is telling us all the states that are really hot for this product, right? West Virginia, New Mexico, Kansas, North Dakota. And it also shows us other queries that people were interested in, right? So Enchanted Galaxy Rose, these are things that people were typing into Google to find said product, right? And we'll go over that. But what I want your attention is on the data, right? We have a product that we saw on Facebook. We threw it on Google. Google's telling us when it's hot on its platform. So imagine if Facebook told us when a product was hot on their platform, how much more money you could potentially make. Like if I knew Galaxy Rose was hot, like this month, I would be setting up a store for it the previous month, getting ready. And that's what Google does, is it gives us the data to let us know when something's hot, right? Yeah. And they give us this information all for free, And
guys, when you're using this tool, you can even see the past data, like not just 12 months. You can even see data up to I think 5 years. So there are certain trends which keeps on going. So if you have missed this Galaxy Rose this year, you can use this Galaxy Rose the coming year, next year.
Absolutely.
And you can be like, it's all about you are hijacking the trend before it is happening. You can do that.
Exactly.
You should be preparing. Maybe like people are so suppose this year Christmas, people gonna be like gearing up for the Christmas. You might be gearing up for the next year Galaxy Rose. You're setting up everything. You're getting your supplies done because you know it. Okay, let people sell for Christmas. I'm gonna be going after the 14th of February because it is one of the biggest time after Christmas where you can make millions just in couple of days. I'm talking millions just like peanuts, but it is so true because Regi and like myself, we have seen it, people doing it. Just during those 10 or 15 days, they make the most amount of money they cannot even make in a whole year.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, guys, we've had products, I want to say middle of July, I had a product that was trending, and we were easily doing 5 figures a night, like consistently 5 figures. And I mean, my ad cost for it was like pennies. So example of this was, I think it was, and I'll send Nick the screenshot of it, but we did about $10,000 in one night, and just on Google Ads and Google Ads only, we spent like $2,000. So a 5x return, for our investment because something was trending, right? And we were positioned. So going back to, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I'm just gonna be quiet, man. I'm sorry. Okay. I get excited whenever you're talking about those 5x, 6x numbers.
Yeah. So the big thing with Google is trends, and I can't stress this enough, is more trends. And you can do your research however you want. My team, we focus, like I said, on the trends, right? So right now we know Galaxy Row was trending, or prior, like Nick had mentioned, and I also mentioned, we knew it was going to be trending for the Valentine's Day. So right away, we wanted to see the data, the searches around it, right? So Google is telling us people are searching for it, but we wanted to see how many people are actively searching for this thing per month. So what I have right now is I went into Google and I typed in Galaxy Rose. And so when we do that, I have an extension. It's called Keywords Everywhere. And I'll make sure Nick puts a link in the description. And what Keywords Everywhere does, it pulls the data from Google, right? From the Google keywords. And it brings us the data right here so we can see live. So we saw, like even right now, the Galaxy Rose product is still getting over 100,000 searches a month, right? People are actively looking for this actual rose, right? And so all these different pictures that you see up here is where we play. We play what we call, this is also known as Google PLA, which is Google Placement List Ads, or Google Shopping Ads, okay? And so as we saw, this particular store here, Doza Roses, they did millions of dollars last year. Actually, last month.
Yeah.
Just in the Valentine's Day niche, they did millions of dollars, right? I mean, like they 5x their actual return on ad spend because they were everywhere. And this product was one of their main sellers. So Keywords Everywhere is one of the tools that you need because it's going to tell you and validate, hey, somebody's actively searching for this product. On Facebook, what we do to validate a product is we see the comments, we see the views, and though those things are super important, on Google, Google is telling us, hey, 100,000 people are searching for this product. So when we see stuff like this, we need to just go ahead and list that product. We need to get that product added on our store. And this happens for every product, especially in this niche. Now, let's say if we found this product, Galaxy Rose, we saw it on AliExpress, we saw it's trending. We have the actual buy-in that says, hey, listen, this product does over 100,000 searches a month, but we want to know about the winners. We want to know who's moving and shaking, right? And again, like I told you guys when we initially started, Google is all about the data. So the validation, we found a product, which is the Galaxy Rose. I call this the 3P process. We found a product that has actual search volume, and I like to have products that I'm going to list in my store between 2,000 searches a month to anywhere around like 10 to 20,000 searches a month. But because I know this product was so hot, that's the reason why this product had well over 100,000 searches. Now, guys, when you see these hundred thousands of searches, don't get shocked or don't get nervous and say, I can't compete with that. What Google is Google is an auction machine, just like Facebook. So though you see the volume of 100,000 people are looking for it a month, Google likes to play fair. So some of the people that are top and actually making the most money on this product are not getting 100,000 searches. They will get a fraction of the searches. And that's super important for you guys to understand, because I have students that are like, well, man, I see it at 100,000 and I see, like, for example, the cost per click, right? So for us over at Facebook, we look at the link clicks and we're looking at the cost that someone's actually clicking on our ad. And then our students over here on Google sees and go, man, it's costing over $1 for that click. And I just want to say to you guys, avoid this. Don't worry about this. Because like I said, Google is an auction machine. So Google is saying, hey, listen, if you want to get the most out of this audience, though I'm only going to give you a fraction of it, you're going to have to start bidding higher bids. But you necessarily don't need to actually start bidding right away at $1.15 for the cost per click. Thank you. So I want to actually visit one of the actual Dozer Roses, because I want to give you guys more explanation of why I favor Google more than Facebook when starting an e-commerce store than I would do back in the day. Now, again, we're driving the data. We're focusing on the data. So let's continue to go on. So I'm going to click on doze-roses.com. And again, this was a site that did millions of dollars last month.
Check the reviews, man. Check the reviews.
Yeah, the reviews are insane. Absolutely insane.
And those are authentic ones. We have to, because we know
yes,
we sold more than $1 million worth of this particular product back in February, this Valentine's Day, and they got all these reviews. Like, might be a couple of them were the manual reviews, but 600 reviews, like, is damn real. And a small disclaimer, actually, I even did the same product, but there's a big but. I wasn't ready with the stock. I wasn't ready with this product. So basically, I was selling it out for the same price, $49, but I didn't have the stock, so I was not able to scale it, and I have to stop it. Otherwise, I would have done maybe 6 figures with just from this product. So if you are watching this video, just launch this product for the next season.
I'm telling you. One of the reasons why I also tried to jump in the niche and I was too late. Yeah. Right? And that's the reason why when we talk about trends, it's super, super, super important to be doing this research from now. Because like I said, I really wish Facebook would say, hey guys, around this time of the year, these are the products that do really well. Where Google is giving it to you. They're just telling you, like, yo, hey, listen, hey, Reg, you're looking for a Galaxy Rose? Hey, you know, if you're going to launch it, you know, you can make some money. This is the right time. This is the right time to do it, you know? And so, though we knew, like Nick said, we knew right away, you know, our validation, even on AliExpress, we saw the orders. We saw how many people were pushing it on the Facebook. And Google validated it for us, right? With the search volume of over 110,000 searches. But let me show you some true validation, okay? So we knew this product was doing well based off of what we saw with orders, based off of trends and volume. But we want to know who's the top dog. Because on Google, it's all about who has a very clean website, who has the right keywords, who has the right engagement. They want to know it all. And all those things help reduce your cost per click. Okay? So if you're trying to get in this game and you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to jump into the Galaxy Rose, but you don't have a very well-written description. You don't have engaging pages where people are looking at the reviews and looking at images. You don't have the information they need. Google is going to charge you more than anybody else. Okay? So going back to the Dozer Roses, I have an extension I want to share with you guys. It's called Similar Web. Okay? Get it. It's free. Okay, and again, we're all about the data, guys. We are all about the data. As we saw here in September, okay, this particular store wasn't doing as much. They were doing about 17,000 views a month, whatever the case may be. And we saw October, okay, they went from 17 to 76,000, 76 to 169,000, 169,000 to 400,000. Okay, so again, just being on the Google side, we have all this data. Okay, we have all this data to go, hey, anybody that's watching this on the replay, I probably should launch me a love store around September and get it on Google, because I'm seeing that a lot of people, okay, are flying to sites like Those Are Roses to get these types of items that we can source from AliExpress and some of the other major dropshipping websites. Okay, so going over this data right here, last month, their highest month in February, they had just under 1 million visitors to their site. Go ahead.
Man, I cannot even I cannot even say right now. If we say they did 1 million, we are understating it by all means. Like 880,000 visitors, and that's not 100% accurate. That's gonna be more than that.
Right. It's gonna be more than that.
Under-reporting right now. So yes, if we say that they made 1 million, we are sorry. They didn't made 1 million. They made multiple million. It's multiple 7 figures, not a single 7 figure. See, man, just do the breakdown, man. Just do the breakdown.
All right, fine. So Nick's upset because just like we all are, we all had the ability to jump in this niche, but we were not properly prepared, and that's why we're going over this right now. So we continue to scroll down, and SimilarWeb, again, this is a Google Chrome extension, will give you the breakout of where they were targeting, right? So where this company was targeting and getting most of their actual traffic from. And we see 85% was the United States, 2% was Canada, India was 1%, Australia, United Kingdom. Now, before I move forward, I don't want you guys to think, hey, this will only work on the UK, or the only work in India, or only work in the United States. It works everywhere. Okay? I know people that are crushing Google Shopping on UK, and they're by themselves because no one's doing it. Okay? I know Nick is doing it as well. And I'm telling you guys, like, listen, don't limit, like, oh, this only works for the United States. It's more popular in the United States, but there's other continents and countries that you can try this with and make money as well.
And it was not popular back in 2016. It was not at all popular. But people were there searching for it. But we were not using, like, this internet marketing industry is so strange, because once it gets that attraction, everyone goes after it. But it was there back in 2016-17, but we were not using it. Then couple of internet marketers started exploring it. Then we were aware of, like, we got our hands on Google Shopping. So there are a lot of other things which we are currently not aware about it, but they are traffic, they are sales channel. So you don't know what's possible in this e-com industry. The Bing, we, like Regi just started doing this Bing. So maybe there are guys who are making millions just from Bing, but we are not aware about it because it's not under our influence right now. It's not under our circle right now. But people are doing it. Yeah.
People are doing it. And I think the more that people like myself and Nick explore them and bring it to the forefront, it will help you guys get a better handle. Because I tell you, when I first jumped into Google, it was just like Facebook all over again. I had the butterflies. The difference was I knew I needed a change. My mindset said, listen, I know people are making money with this platform. It's time for me to explore and get my own results. So when you guys hear Nick talk about how we did 6 figures, we've been doing 6 figures almost every month since, we did 6 figures since like June of last year with the same products, focusing primarily on Google. It is possible. It is real. You have to decide that you want to go out and actually make the change, because a lot of people are still talking about Facebook. And I'm a diehard Facebook fan. I spend multiple 6 figures a month on Facebook. But on the Google side, it's so much straightforward. Just from the information that you guys saw so far, You're able to identify when something is actually trending, meaning that somebody is actually looking for it, to the point of actually seeing how many people are actually looking for it, to even going in and looking at stores that are actually utilizing it, right? This is the power of Google and what you have available, but no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
So guys, I want to continue going on. So right, so we see the actual continents, like I had said, who's actually where they're actually selling and getting their traffic from. But this right here is what is super important, okay? And a lot of people are not talking about this area, okay? So the traffic sources that this particular store was getting last month to do their multiple millions of dollars last month, as you see here, 38% of their traffic, okay, came from search. Search means Bing, means Yahoo, and what we're talking about right now, the almighty G, the Google. Okay, though they did a lot of marketing on social as well to get in front of those people, just 30%, okay, take this from a multi-million-dollar brand, a third of their traffic is from a platform that 90% of you guys are not using. How crazy is that, Nick?
So damn, man. Like everyone is focusing on that social thing, 32%.
Right.
See that I know what next you're gonna be talking about. I think more than like 50% of traffic is coming from Google. If you just calculate the direct part, which you are going to talk about. Yeah.
So search is, like I said, as people are actually actively typing in Google, I'm looking for a Galaxy Rose. I'm looking for a Enchanted Galaxy Rose. That's this group right here. There are people, I'm looking for a rose that will last forever. That's this people. But then you see this other percentage over here, direct. And which means that people are directly coming to the site, right? People are actively typing in this brand. People are actively typing in what this brand is known for, right? And they're doing that on search traffic, on search platforms, right? So when I'm looking for, a florist, I'm going to Google and I'm typing in florist. And when I see an ad for Doza Roses, that's this section right here. So I'm still doing between these two, okay? Over 50% of their traffic.
It's almost 60%. It's almost
I was gonna say, almost 60% of their traffic came from search traffic, came from the search engines that we are using to find information about e-com, but we're not using it to go sell our products on. Right? That's the mind-boggling thing that when this finally hit me, I was like, what? Like, wait a minute, you mean that I can go and drive almost 60% of my customers, okay, and make this money? Like, what? Like that they can't be real. But yet we're focusing on this social section, okay? And this is what I'm talking about, guys, when I tell you that there's so much opportunity on this side of the river, but no one's talking about it. And it doesn't matter the product, right? I'm going to show you guys another trending product that was doing real big last month.
Oh, man. This was big in India as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this knee brace, the anti-gravity knee brace that everybody was talking about, it did over 200,000 searches, okay? It was trending last month on Google. So when you guys were fighting on Facebook, my team and students were just coming over here to Google, and they were just listing those products and making money, basically right away. Because here's another thing. People that see products on Facebook, they don't necessarily buy on Facebook. I can't tell you how many customers, so I talk to my customers, how many customers will tell me they don't believe in buying on Facebook. They'll go back on Google to search for the product. So imagine you're running nothing but millions of dollars on Facebook, but you're not set up on Google. And I have personally made 6 figures from one product because you Facebook advertisers, yes, I'm getting out of the Facebook advertising group. You Facebook advertisers were driving so much traffic on Facebook that 200,000 people came back, okay, to Google to find these products.
Yeah.
Okay, and we were just making money off of pennies. So that's something to really consider when you guys are like, hey, you know what? We want to get into the Google niche, and I don't think the Google niche is that powerful. And I'm telling you, it is. it is powerful because we have all these different avenues of research, right? We know how to validate a product. We know when people are actually looking for a product. We know what time of the year we should focus on products. Look at this. A knee brace has always been trending. It just started to dip.
And you know, one of the reason was like all the Facebook advertisers were selling it last year. Everywhere, every single country, even in India, knee brace was one of the hot selling product. And
definitely.
Yeah, and that's the reason.
So worldwide, guys. I forgot to mention this. On trend, you can see worldwide. So if you didn't want to sell in the United States, you can see.
And it is still hot. It's
still hot. You see still popular United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom.
Go for any other country. I'm sorry, man. I'm just making it more difficult for Regi, but I have to speak up because this is coming up so damn easy. See, you're in Singapore. Just do Singapore. Maybe you can make like 20 or 30 grand a month just from Singapore, but no one is going to do Singapore. So you are like a free bro.
Look at that.
Who has
it was going up and down. Yeah.
And who has like no competition at all. Do New Zealand.
No competition. Yeah.
Do Australia. Do maybe Netherlands. Watch
all these things.
Just go after
all of these different continents is trending, but no one's talking about it. And honestly, guys, like I said, I have students that are overseas that are selling to these other continents, and they're killing it. I have a guy that's doing 13 to 15K a day, and he's just targeting United Kingdom, right? And I'm telling you guys, this is what you have access to. And when you start searching for the different products, you start searching, you can see everybody. This is the creatives, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing about with Google. You don't have to set up a Facebook page. You don't have to set up, all these different creatives. You have to have pictures. This is the closest you will get. What Google's all about is about the keywords. It's about the keywords that people are typing in. So again, we talked about knee brace, for example. Keywords Everywhere, a tool that we use. Just want to show it up real quick. Keywords Everywhere. It used to be free, but now they charge for it. Listen, for $10, you get over 100,000 searches. So for $10 for the year, this is as much as I've used. I want to say since last year. This is it, and this tool gives me the data that I need. Because when I typed in knee brace, for example, and I see all the different knee brace, it's also pulling related keywords, right? So boom, we got 200,000 people looking for knee brace, but then we got 6,000 people looking for compression knee brace. We got 5,400 people looking for knee brace for osteoarthritis.
Yeah.
We see all this different information. Unloader knee brace for running. These are all things people are actively typing in, and it's giving it to you. It's telling you. And I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but what my whole point behind this is that on the Facebook side, you don't have this data to say this product might work. On Google, they're telling you people are actively looking for this product. We know they're actively looking for it. So I want to show you guys something that's super powerful. We're going to work on this particular company right here, Inspired Uplift. So Inspired Uplift is a major e-commerce dropshipping store.
Yeah. They've been around for almost like 2 years, just to let you know.
Yeah, they've been around.
And we follow, like, I've been following him for following these guys or this guy. I don't know who is behind this particular brand. They were using Shopify. They recently changed it to another platform because a lot of guys do spy on them, and every tool use the Shopify. Every tool is made for Shopify. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So every tool basically use Shopify to basically find out the products. So I think that's the reason they changed their platform to something else. I guess it's WordPress or something else. But yeah, Regi, over to you.
Yeah, so I was going to say, Nick is absolutely right. And I love when stores do that, right? But the one thing that they can't do is they can't hide their traffic. And so we're on Inspired Uplift, and I just want to kind of show you guys something that we do on our side to kind of get an idea of what a store is doing. So we're on Inspired Uplift. Right away, we go to SimilarWeb. Now, SimilarWeb only activates when a store has lots of traffic. So if a store doesn't have a lot of traffic, that doesn't mean the products aren't good. It just means that the store has not had a long period of time on platforms like Google, where Google's collecting data about the store. Okay, so don't think when you click on SimilarWeb, oh, it doesn't come up, that store isn't doing good. No, they just haven't had enough time on the platform, okay, to actually for data to be collected. So as we see here, SimilarWeb is doing has 2.4 million visitors per month coming to their store, okay? Their average duration, people are staying on the store for at least 2 minutes, okay? Again, we see the breakout, right? 41% is United States, and then you see India, okay? So if you came to the store and you browsed around these products, they're pushing those products on India, out there in India, okay?
6% of 2 million, just make out for it. Like 6% of 2 million, how much it is? Like it's...
Let's see. So we said we got 2 million times 6%.
Yeah.
120,000 visitors are coming from India.
So they are big in India as well, man.
Right. 120,000 visitors come from India. Okay. We scroll down here. Okay. Now, they've been pushing a lot, and they've been around for a while, but they've been pushing a lot on the social. But we do see, because people know their brand direct, and then we see like search is 10%. But like you just saw, okay, we found this product by going to Google, okay, which means that they also understand they have to have a well-diverse, not only locations of where they're actually bringing people into their website, but also, okay, where they're showing these products to. So you saw, we searched the term knee brace, and they are position 5, okay? And this gets 200,000 visitors, okay? That still warrants me to put that up on my store, okay? But going back to, hey, listen, okay, we have this store, we can't find their best sellers, but we want to know where they're spending all their money on. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take their URL. We're going to go to one of my good programs I use, and this is a paid program. It's called SEM Rush, okay? All right, so SEM Rush has multiple information that
I'm giving away the secret sauce. Okay, never mind.
So Nick's like, we're gonna have to cut this out. We're gonna have to cut this part out.
I know I'm not gonna edit it, but still, if those guys who are still with us, maybe they are only 1 or 2, and we are happy that it's only 1 and 2, because this is one of the secret sauce. Use it.
So definitely. So I don't really talk about my tools, but obviously Nick wants to get it out there. So all means. So maybe I'll put my affiliate link inside his description box.
No worries.
But anyway, the reason I use this tool is it gives me a chance to see exactly what a store is spending their money on, right? And we know that Inspired Uplift is a multi-million-dollar brand, right? On the Google side right now, they're not spending as much. But what I do care about is what they're spending their money on and what products they're spending their money on, basically. So they're spending around $6,000 a month. Mm-hmm. And we see right away, there's a lot of people are bidding on their brand. So 27,000 people a month are typing in Inspired Uplift, which is direct to their store, right? So let's say, for example, we decided on the Google side, hey, listen, we want to put an ad up for anybody that types in Inspired Uplift to come to our store. You can, right? People aren't talking about branded keywords, but I've talked about it quite a bit, where there's products that we can type in branded, and we can actually drive that traffic to our store. So see here, Inspired Uplift knee brace, okay? It's not getting a lot of volume. However, we know knee brace is, and let's say if it was getting a lot of volume, I have the chance to compete with them as well, okay? And this is super, super, super powerful. The same thing we see right here, 3D silk fiber mascara. This was a huge product on Facebook, okay? right? They're also targeting it on Facebook or on Google. I could come here and actually look up the traffic for that if I wanted to, just on that term, not the whole thing. I think it's like 3D silk, maybe 3D fiber, but none the case. We come in to see all the different things they're spending their money on.
Actually, all these products are trending. Like all these products are worth going for even for Google. You know, like you have a whole catalog with you right now to basically go after and see what products are working on Google.
Definitely, yes, I totally agree with that. And that's what we do with this tool. We use these two sections: advertising research and PLA research. Again, product listing ad, also AKA shopping ads. We see exactly what they're spending their money on. Look, sushi bazooka, that's been around for years, right? They're in position 1. It gets 33,000 searches a month. Okay, Power Washer, they're in position 19, but Power Washer gets 110,000 searches a month, and they're currently selling that product at $40. Neck Massager, 27,000 visitors. They're selling that product for $27. Okay, look at this. They got a language translator. They're selling it for $100. It gets 27,000 searches a month. Flawless hair removal. It goes on and on and on. All these different products they're spending their money on, and we have access to it. Like, we know what they're spending their money on. It's warrant us to test those products out. On our store. So, in closing, without going in further, Google, use it. Get these different tools. Okay, like I said again, SimilarWeb. Get tools like Keywords Everywhere. Okay, start using Google Trends. Okay, start analyzing your competitors. You find a product on Facebook, go see if it's trending on Google. See who's selling it on Google. Add it to your store. You'd be surprised how much additional revenue you'll make by just adding this additional traffic source from the things you're already doing.
Yeah, man. So this is amazing. I think if me and Regi gonna be here, we can talk about this forever, man. Like, there's so many things I haven't even asked you. Like, we haven't talked about the copy of like the page. We haven't talked about budget. We haven't talked about setting up ads. But if we're gonna cover that, that's gonna be a big, man. It's gonna be a big one. I think we can just make a course out of it if we just record it for like 10 hours. Yeah, and this this is something which we talked about today in one of our live Instagram live, where basically Regi asked his followers that if they want something, some kind of a service where basically we share the products, we talk about our take on the products on Google side, on Facebook side, and we might come up with such a thing. Regi is already working on one of his tools, which will come out maybe, like, let's suppose maybe in less than 7 days or maybe less than 10 days. Let's see how it is. But those guys who are still watching it, we are not making it, for the sake of making money. And we had no idea, even like this just came up in last 4 hours, in just last 4 hours, discussing everything. And we thought, okay, this can be a thing for all those guys who are just starting it up. So we can make a community, we can make a Facebook group, a very small Facebook group of all those guys who are literally ready to do it. And we can give away, we can break down products inside that particular group. And we can do maybe a weekly or a daily product breakdown, or bi-weekly. We haven't talked about that. But if you are interested in such a thing, then let us know. It's gonna be super economical. It's gonna be super like it will be cheaper than your your cost for a movie. It will be cheaper than it will be cheaper for it will be even cheaper than a date with your girlfriend. It's gonna be a lot cheaper than spending money on your Netflix. That's for sure. So let us know if you are interested in that. And if we get enough traction from all those followers, from Regi, from my followers on Ecom Tornado, then we will come up with such a thing, because it's gonna take a lot of our time as well, personal time. but
Right.
we both are actually kind of those guys who wanna be in the game by sharing a lot of stuff rather than just making it for ourselves, because we know how much it impact others.
Yep.
Because there will be couple of guys who will watch this story, watch this video, and they will come up, they will become one of those guys who then again inspire others, and so on and so on and so on. So let us know. I will be keeping this, so this is going on YouTube, so it's open. Just let us know. I might put a video on Facebook as well to ask all those guys, and let's see how it goes. I still have a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna take that much of Reggie's time, because man, I cannot tell you how much it is. But yeah,
I'll tell you this, guys. Just to kind of go over how much did it cost us to get into Google? We started with $20 a day. You could start as little as $20 a day, but there is some requirements. Okay. And like Nick said, I can go on, and I wanted to get right into the heart of how we start researching on the Google side, and that's probably what we probably should title this: is how to start researching and analyzing your competitors' data on the Google side. But you can start right away with $20 a day. I recommend whatever you can afford, do it. But with Google, it requires you to do research. So that research that you saw, you should be doing that for every single product. Okay, that process you saw with using SimilarWeb, you should do that with every single store, even if you weren't using Google, so you have a better understanding of the market that you're getting ready to go into. I can tell you this: I'm working with a multi-million-dollar fitness brand right now. The reason I was able to start working with them, and by the way, they are paying me for the same information I'm giving to you guys for free. 5 figures. Okay, they're paying us 4 figures a month, 5 figures for projects. Okay, for the same information I'm giving to you guys right now. And the reason why we are working with them is because I showed them SimilarWeb. Right? I showed them, listen, their competitors are focusing on search, not Facebook, when they were all about influencers, YouTube, everything that was shiny. But I'm like, did you look at what your competitors are doing? So if you take nothing else from this video, just ask yourself, do I know where my competitors are getting traffic from? Am I on the same platform to have a chance to make that money? Because you'll find out really quickly. Listen, I've been missing out on a huge market, not focusing on Google and Bing and Yahoo, but primarily Google. Right? So take it from me, guys. We're trying to help you guys and give you guys enough value. For me, I remember in 2017, 2018, when Nick was releasing the content, and he was absolutely right. I've taken things from Nick that has helped scale my business to 6-figure months, 7-figure years, right? Just one thing, right? So out of all this thing, just get one thing that can help add an extra zero to your monthly sales. Take it and run with it and duplicate it. But let us know it actually helped you, because that's what's going to allow us to continue to bring this value. There's no reason for Nick to bring me on and for me to show everything that I'm doing right now. There's no reason for Nick to constantly put out this content. But he wants you guys to understand that, listen, there is another way, especially in days like today. So that's all I got, Nick.
awesome, man. Thank you so much. So what I'm gonna do is, we will be stopping this interview, but I'm gonna be talking to Regi behind the scene now after this, and and I'm gonna be asking more about Google from him.
Sure.
And but thank you so much, Regi. Thank you so much from the entire ecom tornado group, the community, the Indian ecom community, and thank you so much, because there are very less number of people who are sharing this much stuff for free, and you're one of them. So I'm gonna be putting his social network links, etc., everything just below this video description, so just you can follow him, and that's it. So thank you so much.
I know it's late. All right, take care. Bye, guys.
Bye.